Nothing, I mean nothing's worse than rookie cops who think they have power as soon as they put on their blue uniform. Today we're talking about these young cops who thought they were above the law but encountered the wrong people who put them back in their place. However, for some of these citizens, things ended badly because they were arrested without reason. Let's go to the videos. Today's video kicks off with a rookie cop who felt slighted because a woman passed him on the road. This speaks volumes about his character, as he chose to spoil her day by falsely claiming she failed to signal at a right turn. This would have been justified if true, and he could have issued her a ticket for the traffic violation. However, his dashcam footage revealed the woman complied with all traffic rules during her turn. The cop pursued her with his siren blaring as if in hot pursuit of a major criminal. He even reported to his colleague that she gestured rudely at him and accused her of not signaling for a turn. Upon reaching the woman's car, he immediately demanded she exit the vehicle without any explanation.
153, I'm showing insurance is confirmed and that the registration is valid, no wants.
Got it. That's clear. So this is that female, Trevino. She flicks me off as I'm going back to the back of my patrol car, fails to signal left hand to go into the left lane. She flicks me off, so I just wanted a second when I made contact with her. How's it going? Officer Akers, New Braunfels Police Department. Okay.
I know who you are.
That's fine. Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
you are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything. Ran over here like a crazy person.
Okay. Well, ma'am, the reason why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and step out of the car. Step out of the car. I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah. Would you mind, Henderson? Go ahead and detain her in cuffs.
No, because he's been illegal to me.
The situation quickly escalated when the cop handed his partner handcuffs to restrain the woman. Like, for what? It's alarming how eager this officer was to detain an innocent person, annoyed merely because she overtook him on the road. The woman was astounded to be arrested over such a trivial issue. Even if she had failed to signal for a lane change, at most, she should have received a ticket, not handcuffs. Clearly, her arrest was fueled by the officer's fabrications and big fat ego. Who would have guessed that a police officer's failure to adhere to the law could lead to such an outcome? It mattered little to him when his colleagues from the station, after checking her license plate, confirmed everything was clear with her registration and insurance. He made up his mind to arrest her long before, and nothing was going to change that.
You're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. You guys just know this is bullshit. You guys just know it is. You guys know it is. You're under arrest. Grab my phone. Please grab my phone.
You want me to transport, or you think it's better? Danny, would you mind just transporting? You don't have to do anything else other than transport. I'll be there. PD 2V6.
Go ahead.
Can you go ahead and give me next rotational record? That female is in my custody. I believe it's going to be Brittany Trevino.
Question when it comes to 839.
What's that? Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
This encounter is a perfect example of how citizens should respond when they run into cops who act like they're above the law. Check out this guy who cops surrounded for no good reason. Also, some people walking by saw what was happening, so they stepped in to film everything and support the guy whom the cops were treating unfairly. The cops then figured they needed some kind of excuse for their actions, so they quickly claimed the guy was causing trouble and was bothering people around him. But in reality, nobody had complained about him. When the guy wouldn't give his name to the cops, they decided to search him without a warrant. And soon enough, they chose to arrest him. What's interesting is that all the bystanders could see what was going on and started yelling at the cops. This happens so much that folks are really fed up with cops acting out of line.
Nothing wrong to get out of my vehicle.
You guys think it's funny? One of these days.
What did he do? He said you can't search? So what's the crime? Has he committed a crime?
I mean, you guys laugh about this shit. One of these
Look
days,
at
the
the
people are
fucking
gonna rise
portal
up, bro.
now.
You were swerving. I know. That's the only way to get down this street.
Alright? Fuck you. Yeah. Hey guys, this is what you get for being an
No, I'm
American.
serious, officer. One of these days, the people are gonna rise up and be sick of this fucking shit. What are you guys gonna do then?
So here's the deal. He's told not to reach in his pockets. Okay? He got reaching in his pockets.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Does it look like I got a gun? But if I reach into my pocket, are you guys gonna freak out? Tell me what's up with that. He's wearing shorts.
Okay?
I'm just telling you, one of these days, people are gonna get sick of it. This shit's all over the news, YouTube, web.
What's up?
Cops being crooked, bro.
The people filming kept asking the cops why they arrested the guy. Do you think the cops had a good reason? Of course not. One person even walked up to one cop and shared that they had been treated the same way a few days back while he was just walking around. A cop from the same department had frisked him, thinking he had illegal items on him. When it turned out he was messing with the wrong person, the cop just took off like nothing happened. These cops seem to believe their badge gives them the right to mistreat people, thinking their qualified immunity protects them. But really, they could lose that immunity if they violate people's rights. Sadly, this isn't the only time people have had trouble with this department. Another guy mentioned that he had footage of these same cops messing with some homeless people a few days back.
Cops being crooked. You have the racist police officer on your force that got his job back because of it. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You have a racist police officer on your force. The chief tried to get rid of him. It was all over the fucking news. You guys had to take him back because of an arbitrator. I'm not stupid, bro.
Absolutely not.
Then he got fired because the arbitrator gave him his job back. And you guys get away with crooked shit as long as an arbitrator says, oh, they're clear, they can have their job back.
I don't work with racist cops. I'm not working here anymore. Just make sure your facts are straight before you come at me. Right?
I love how you dragged them away.
Hey, you guys as a whole are pretty corrupt. You know, they.
Corrupt.
What do you mean, bro?
All right, you want a prime example? I was walking down the street minding my own fucking business. Didn't say nothing to nobody. Stopped at the store, got 2 packs of cigarettes, continued walking on my way. Now, mind you, I had something illegal on me. But you guys didn't fucking know that. And the cop pulled me over, searched my pockets, took my shit, told me to keep on fucking walking, and drove away. Like it was nothing.
I don't know here's what you're talking about. How long ago was that?
About 4 or 5 months ago?
You just make a complaint?
Yeah. I'm gonna make a complaint on something
Cop
legal in
took
my
my
pocket
drugs.
that he
Come
stole.
on, think about it, bro. I mean, how about the lady? I'm talking about cops in general.
It could have been a pocket knife. It could have been brass knife. It could have been anything. But the point of the matter was, he didn't know what I had in my pocket. I came out of a store and he just pulled me over. I'm gonna pat you down for my safety. That's your guys. No, that's their go around. Right there.
They're supposed to pat you down for weapons.
Safety. How about our safety?
They're supposed to pat you down for weapons, and that's it. But they are always searching for drugs. I have a video from a couple weeks ago. I have a video you guys harassing some homeless people over there that were all junked out, whatever. But you're telling this girl you're going to pat her down, and you're asking for a ambulance because she's so incoherent, and then you're trying to tell me you got consent from her.
Then, the rookie cop, who had made the earlier arrest, approached the people filming, looking quite pleased with himself for boosting his ego. However, he was clueless about the backlash he was facing. When asked by the crowd about the elements of the First Amendment, he could only recall 1 out of 5, the freedom of speech. He completely forgot about the freedom of religion. What can we really expect from a cop who doesn't know the basics of the country's laws he's supposed to enforce? After all, the Constitution was designed to limit the government's power over its citizens. The fact that this cop didn't know the Constitution suggests he thinks he has more control over people than he actually does. And these officers were upset because the guy they arrested used foul language in front of kids. But the thing is, people swear all the time. After all, people have the right to free speech.
So you can't get consent from someone that you guys just called an ambulance for. So I have that video of Manchester PD right over there. Just saying. I haven't posted it to my channel yet, but it's gonna be. We have rights, you know.
First Amendment.
This is the first one that we're exercising right now. Do you guys know the elements, the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
You're being recorded too. But
That's fine, but do you know the 5 elements of the First Amendment is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. One of them. That's one of the 5 elements of the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, freedom of press, and right to petition our government for redress of grievances. So you guys might want to know what these things are. They don't teach that in the academy, do they though? Why? So that gives you guys qualified immunity because you don't know what rights are. You don't even know what the rights are.
Oh, I love that, dude. I was just on YouTube watching something.
Oh, you better believe you're going to respect my right now. I know that.
Down in Texas.
You're in my neighborhood, bro. You're in front of my house, harassing this guy.
that's great. Which one's your house?
Don't. Yeah, I love that. Which one's your house? Like, you guys can come over and harass?
No, I just wanted to see.
So you want people to swerve on your public streets?
Bro, people swerve on this street all day long.
Soon, a crowd gathered all around, all asking the cops why they had arrested an innocent guy. But the cops stayed arrogant right to the end. Their egos were too big and fat to apologize, let the guy go, and then just walk away. One cop even asked the guy filming where he lived. Why did that matter? It's hard to say with cops like these. Maybe they wanted to know so they could come to his house and violate his rights all over again.
People swerve up and down this street to get by the car so they don't. Do you know how many? At least once a week, one of these mirrors is getting smashed off somebody's car. Good, how you doing? Just trying to make sure they don't violate nobody's rights.
I told you I have nothing.
That guy just swerved around us.
Hey, police. Why did you arrest me?
Just following his orders.
Imagine standing in a public parking lot when suddenly a young rookie cop comes up to you out of nowhere and tries to arrest you. Well, that's exactly what happened to this man. This rookie cop approached him, claiming he needed to arrest him for illegally making money in the parking lot. The man was baffled by what was happening, and before he could even grasp the situation, he was handcuffed. The situation quickly turned absurd since the cop had no evidence for his claims, even though he mentioned a video sent by someone who complained about the man. Interestingly, the cop couldn't show the man this video right away, but insisted they needed to go to the police station to see it. Doesn't this sound like a made-up story just to control the man? Backup soon arrived, as it seemed this rookie couldn't handle a man aware of his rights by himself. Eventually, the police released him from handcuffs, realizing that detaining the man was baseless and would look terrible on camera. However, it was right at their maximum when it came to proper behavior.
Fuck off, you jokers, man.
Take it so you're not willing to provide
Shut up, Tate.
for the search form. Would you like a record of it?
I want a record, yeah, now.
Okay. Can we have your details then?
No, I just want a record.
Okay.
I still need your details to be able
I
to.
want a record, just don't talk to me, man. You put me into a lot of stress. Just give me a record.
But I need your name, don't
I need you to give me a record. You don't need nothing.
I need your details.
I need you to do me a record. Listen to what I'm saying. I need you to do me a record.
I'll give you your details. I'll give you a record.
That's it.
Okay, but I still need your details in order to.
No, you will do me the record.
But I still need your details.
No, you will do me the record.
Search record with a few details, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, good boy. Do what the inspector says.
But
Do the record.
Thank you, sir. Have a lovely day.
Excuse me, it's my record.
Your record, sir. We need your details to give you that record. We can't print
I'm entitled to a record.
You are.
I mean, I'm happy talking. I'm happy talking here. I need the record from him.
The record you put on,
Yeah.
Colin's going to be putting that on. You can collect it from the police station in up to 3 weeks, but he has to complete it first.
What, can I have it now? He's got the form.
He's got to finish it.
No, usually you do them online if you don't have the form on you. He has the form. He can do it. I saw the form. You were ready to take my details. So I need something. I need the reference number, anything. I need something to the record.
I still need to complete it.
So you're searching me but without giving me the record, which is I'm entitled to.
You have to complete a record, and I've told you a way you can obtain that record as well. So I'm going to put it on, and you come to.
So I saw you walking off.
Because you've used the details.
I don't need to give you details here. Are you an idiot or something? I can shout what I like. I can shout what I like.
If you continue shouting though, it comes was under some sort of public order.
What's that?
It's a public
What is that?
The man was so frustrated with these cops that he started calling them idiots and criticizing them. One cop felt he deserved respect despite having handcuffed the man for no good reason earlier. But honestly, how can anyone respect cops who treat them unfairly? Everyone has the right to speak freely, even if it means speaking harshly about the police or even giving them the finger. Among the backup, there was a detective who fully backed the young cop's wrongful actions. That's why he claimed that the man looked into other people's cars in order to rob them. After all, the cars were in a public parking lot. If someone doesn't want people to look at their car, maybe they should park it in a private space or not have a car at all by that logic. The cops were at a loss on how to handle the situation and couldn't even produce the so-called video that allegedly showed the man's wrongdoing. Do you think they made up the story, or are they hiding the video because it might backfire if the man decides to sue?
Are you going to arrest me? Public order offense. What do you mean I want to? No. You put me in cuffs. You have put me in cuffs. Well, do one then. Get lost. No, just get lost. You don't do what you want. You're on the clock. You're on the clock right now. What do you mean you do what you want? Are you on the clock, yes or no? Are you working? Are you on the public's money's wages right now? So you don't do what you want. You do as your superior tells you. Get lost. You do as your superior tells you. Get lost. Do you understand? So move. Start moving. Come on. Get lost. Get lost. You will go. Trust me. Before me. Yes. This is my job.
This is your job?
Yes. And it pays really, really well. Yes. So get lost. Get lost. It's the job that I use to pay your wages. How about that? So right now, technically I'm your superior. So get lost. I'm telling you to get lost. You don't get the logic of it.
Sir, we've got a paper record for you now.
Great. That's all I wanted to. That's all I wanted. Yes. But because that's the paper record I'm going to use to make the claim against all of you.
Okay.
Yes. You'll be looking forward to that. You don't really care, do you? Because it doesn't come out of your wages. I know you don't really care. You've been laughing all the way through. You can't just go along and infringe on people's rights. And at one point, you knew I was an auditor. He said it. And you knew that. You were laughing all the time. But guess what? You went ahead with it. You put me in cuffs. This guy just comes along and he doesn't care. He just does it anyway.
835.
There's Tater sister. You do look a bit like him, you know, as well. Forgive you like a...
If you thought cops couldn't sink any lower, think again, my friend. Consider these officers who walked up to an elderly man just sitting at a bus stop, dubbing him suspicious. For what, sir? Merely for sitting there? Maybe the man simply needed some rest and all the other benches were taken. Yet in their view, this was enough reason to demand ID. They claimed a call had come in about a man causing a public disturbance. Really? Did this elderly gentleman seem like a troublemaker? Judging by the number of officers who showed up for a man simply enjoying his day, it's clear that they had nothing better to do than address such trivial matters. The man introduced himself as John, but that didn't satisfy the officers. They pressed for his last name and address, his reasons for being there. Maybe that's a little too much, don't you think?
Is this your truck over here?
What truck?
This white truck with the Go Vegan.
Why?
So we had that truck, and I imagine a guy matching your description pulled in as a suspicious person for house security.
Right, I know.
I'm not saying you're doing anything.
No, I know.
I have to investigate, so that's...
Of course. Well, know who called is I think your people over there.
No, they don't work for us. There's courthouse.
They don't. Oh, then it's somebody else. Well, you should investigate them.
Why is that?
Why would they say I'm suspicious?
They're concerned, I guess, about the description
Vegans?
of the car and...
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Psychotic, paranoid.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Any nefarious activity, anything like that, so...
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I've been here a long like 2 years, and no, 2 years now.
Okay, and no one...
So yeah, it seems kind of like an envious kind of, I don't know, something really insecure.
For them calling you in?
I think so. Because I'm sitting here at a bench.
Just relaxing.
Exactly. You know.
Okay, did they tell you you needed to leave or anything like that?
No, one of the security guards, probably one of them over there. I mean, he walked up to me last week, and he was acting like he was writing down my license plate or something. And then I approached him. I said, "There's something wrong." And he says the exact same thing. Somebody said you were stopped or something. And I just thought that same thing. I said, "Yeah, I think that's absurd. Who is saying that?" So it's the second time somebody said that. So you probably have documentation or records.
Why would they say, or why would somebody say that you were sorry?
These officers even went as far as to accuse the man of trespassing. It seems someone's a bit unclear on what trespassing actually means. How does one trespass at a public bus stop? Who declared that this man shouldn't be there, and on what grounds? Bus stops are public spaces meant for everyone. If you've been contemplating recording your encounters with police for your peace of mind, consider this your sign to start. Sadly, we can't always rely on the police to uphold the law or act justly, even when they encounter someone who hasn't done anything wrong. Some officers might still push for an arrest just to feed their ego. Nobody needs officers who operate like that.
Some parks and trail systems.
Yeah, if you did something wrong.
And actually, no. Anybody authorized to trespass from a trespass before? They said.
I don't believe you. Are you 100% certain in that?
Yes, I am. And I'm saying right now that that's not as far as I want to take it. I just want you to take off for the day, and they want you to take a break from coming here for a while. But if you're not going to be compliant with that,
well, no. Well, see, this is what.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay, go for it.
If you don't want to be compliant with that, then we'll go through the whole process of actually documenting a trespass, giving you a trespass warning, and then you can never come back to this property, or you'll be arrested.
Well, yeah, I guess arrested for
trespassing. So
I find a lot of discrepancy in that. And really, you guys are all compliant with this evil insidiousness? I mean, come on.
It's this guy. This guy? 71, 514, that's who we're out with. You're covered completely.